Days after it was pulled from school library shelves, leaders are talking about how to return this celebrated novel, Roots, as a checkout option for students. School leaders in Knox County pulled that book after a complaint about one passage. They sent it to a review committee, and that committee then ruled the content could violate a state law.
Roots author Alex Haley lived part of his life in East Tennessee, and his consequential book, first published in 1976, is listed in the Tennessee Blue Book as an official state book. Well, today we've learned Knox County Board of Education member Ann Templeton says she has drafted a resolution to address concerns board members have raised about removals. She plans to present it at a meeting in June.
10 News reporter Lauren Davis joining us now to explain what many say the impact of that novel has had on our country for 50 years plus. Lauren.
John, Robin, school board members, neighbors, and free speech advocates say Roots is more than just a novel. They say it helps shape national conversations about race, ancestry, and American history. When Roots, the saga of an American family, debuted in 1976, the novel by Alex Haley became an international phenomenon. The story traces Haley's family lineage back to Kunta Kinte, an African man captured and sold into slavery in America. 85% of all television homes in 1977 saw all or part of the miniseries.
It was true life for us, and it was telling not only his story, but in a way it was telling the story of all of us.
It changed the way television thought of itself. It realized the impact, the potential it had to be a learning tool.
Now, 5 decades later, the book is once again at the center of debate after concerns over age-appropriate material led to its removal from Knox County Schools. Knox County Board of Education member John Butler says the book's influence reached far beyond literature.
This was an international impact across the country. This changed a lot of the practices of how even our government interacted with African countries.
PEN America, which aims to protect free expression for writers, argues the novel remains an important educational tool because it helps people understand difficult parts of American history. Freedom to Read program manager McKenna Sampson says critics often focus on isolated passages without considering larger themes of the story.
Oftentimes you'll find folks who want to ban books will pull out a passage that sounds, out of context, really brutal or really inappropriate, but they are oftentimes not necessarily considering the sum of the whole.
She adds, the book also shares a message of hope.
It's not just about the difficulties, obviously that is included in the book, but it's also a story about the triumph of the human spirit and the ability to thrive and preserve.
School district leaders shared last week the passage that removed the book from shelves was a rape scene in Chapter 84. The Age Appropriate Materials Act regulates books and other media in public school libraries. The law bans content featuring nudity, sexual conduct, or excessive violence. John, Robin.
Lauren, thank you.